It's here in an underground car park that Vyleen White was stabbed and killed. A 16-year-old was charged overnight with murdering the Ipswich grandmother before allegedly fleeing with her car. The accused teenage killer was finally arrested on Monday, ending the days-long manhunt. Today, his charge was mentioned in Ipswich court. No family were present. Police found the knife used in the alleged attack on the road, not far from where the grandmother's stolen car was found. In courts across the southeast, 4 other teenagers appeared charged with a variety of other offences, including stealing and unlawful use of a car. The African community is reporting an increase in racist attacks.
More than 50 people since yesterday, community members, are reporting to me that either they have been yelled at or abused, or they have the bottle thrown at them. Police are calling for calm.
Can I say that a number of these youth were brought in, with parents, and they are condemned the behaviour and what's occurred here.
And a warning against vigilante paybacks.
Categorically, vigilantism has no place in our society.
4 days on from the fatal carjacking, Ipswich residents are still spooked.
Just awful.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Our community is hurting right now. There's this shock and disbelief.
A floral tribute at the murder scene keeps growing. Today, the police minister also paid his respects.
I think everyone's just so devastated by what's happened. You know, a random act of evil, which has now had ripple effects, not just through a family, but our whole state.
A petition calling for better police protection and a crackdown on youth crime has gained thousands of signatures.
I think that's what everyone wants in this community. Tougher laws for young kids.
The investigation has been wide-ranging and extensive, but it's far from over yet. Detectives are pleading for more dashcam and CCTV footage. They haven't yet ruled out more arrests. Victoria Pengilly, ABC News, Ipswich.
The Premier has been grilled over youth crime at a Queensland Media Club address where he outlined his new plan for housing. Steven Miles says the state government will listen to police and experts in regards to any future law changes, and he's hit out at a key plank of the state opposition's youth justice policy.
Starting the election year in a state of reflection.
It's been just 2 months since I became Queensland's new Premier, and it feels like longer.
Steven Miles unveiled his government's new housing plan at the Queensland Media Club.
The $3.1 billion investment I'm announcing today in Homes for Queenslanders is the single largest investment in Queensland's housing system by a government ever.
But it didn't take long for questions to turn to youth crime.
There wasn't a single reference to youth crime in your speech, given
it was a speech about housing.
The Premier described the fatal stabbing of Vyleen White as abhorrent. Her grieving family hit out at the state's lawmakers.
Gutless and spineless. They're just no better than a jellyfish out there.
We are putting more police into the community, and that the laws we have in place are the laws that the police helped us craft.
The LNP says if it wins government, it'll go further.
I commit to making sure that the provision that says detention must be a last resort will be removed immediately. That is a day one item.
So that LNP policy is incredibly dangerous. Not only would it be very expensive, you would need thousands, 2,500 more youth detention beds.
While the Premier strongly rebuked the opposition's policy, Steven Miles didn't rule out future law changes, saying the government will listen to the advice of police and experts. Rachel Rieger, ABC News, Brisbane.